Award in one of the best schools of the country. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very proud to inform you that Mody School is ranking among the best boarding school. Mody School is ranking as 4th girls boarding school in the country. So your decision is indeed an important decision and a right decision which you have taken. I'm here to brief you something about the academic standards of Mody School. Mody School is affiliated to CBSE board and international board. CBSE board, as you already know, this year has changed the examination pattern. Now from this academic session onwards, we do not have CCE and we'll be having the board examination as we were having earlier when you wrote your board examination. So this year there are a lot of changes in CBSE which will definitely help in the overall development in the academic standards of the students. Let me answer some of the questions as you people are sitting here. There may be some who are admitting their child for the first time in a boarding school. So there may be some queries which you have in your mind. As the child is here in the boarding, it is totally our responsibility to look after the overall development of the child. The child will be given extra classes after the school hours, which is known as prep classes, every day by the respective subject teachers who are experts of their own subject. They are teaching in the class. They'll be every day devoting 1.5 hours to teach your ward. Whatever doubts they have, all doubts will be cleared. And as and when needed, extra help will be provided to the child every day. Other than this, from class 9th onwards, we are also providing coachings to all the students. For science students, we have a tie-up with Akash. It's a renowned name in the field of medical and medical and engineering coachings. We are also providing coaching to the students who are in commerce and arts for preparing competitive examination like CPT, for CLAT, all kind of competitive examination, as well as for the board exams. We are providing coaching to the commerce students as well as to the science students. All parents are very much concerned about the placements. Many of you may be thinking that, okay, we have decided to put our child in this school. How are the alumni of Mody School doing? Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me immense pleasure to share with you that all Mody students are doing very well in all the fields. Like our girls are in fashion designing, our girls are CAs, our girls are doctors, engineers, IITians, working abroad. Our girls are also in defense services. So you name any service and you'll find Mody alumni is there, whether it is judiciary, whether it is fashion designing, or even acting. So our girls are well placed in all these fields and they are known for their hard work. Ladies and gentlemen, we also provide IB curriculum here in Mody School, that is International Baccalaureate Diploma program for the students of the age group 16 to 9. It is for, after 10th standard, we are providing this diploma program where your child is taught the international curriculum, which itself is sufficient enough for them to place in the prestigious universities abroad. They need not qualify any other examination. If they are IB diploma holders, they will get placement in the foreign universities for higher studies. Ladies and gentlemen, you may be having many other queries about the boardings, about the co-curricular activities, about the code and ethics of the school. So here is my friend, Ms. Sujata Bhatt, to throw more light on the other things.
Thank you. I would invite Ms. Kavya Prema to give us a little insight into our boarding life.
Namaskar, parents. Namaskar, sir. You all look so tired. All right. So the major concern about the boarding life. So am I audible like this, sir? So I'll brief you about the boarding life. Now ours is a boarding school. We just have a few day scholars. We are the which are the scholars from the nearby area, Lakshmangarh and Salasar. So also from Navalgarh we have some scholars, but our school is basically a boarding school. We just have a very few percentage of day scholars over here. So your major concern would be about, how your child is going to stay in the hostel, what about her settlement in the hostels. So I'm here to clear all your queries about this. Parenting is a joint responsibility, sir, as we all know that bringing up a child is not a very easy task. So we would be here 24 hours on the task, but at the same time, we would like to seek the cooperation from the parents. Here in the hostel, we have a staff, like in every hostel there will be a warden, there will be a co-warden, there will be 2 trained nurses who we call as GNM, ANM, we call them sister ma'ams, who are medically trained sisters. Along with that, we have 2 maids in every hostel, and in junior hostel, we also have night ayahs, maids, baijis to look after the younger ones. Right. So we just ensure that every child is taken care of. It's the responsibility of the warden to act as mothers. Like, you people are far away, so every problem which the child has related to the boarding, she has to share it with the warden. The warden acts like a mother. Any problem in the school building, when the child comes to the hostel, we call it home away from home. So that kind of a homely environment we try to ensure that every child gets and is comfortable in. So we also expect parents to share every necessary details about your ward with the wardens, because a mother would, it is necessary for her to know her child's tantrums, moods, problem, medicine, or any kind of other things which she is going through, she has, that should be taken care of. So we expect that you share that with the warden in the hostel. Now, the warden is going to take care of the child in the hostel, but at the same time, the wardens are teachers also in the school. So you will have to have some kind of a trust and bonding between the warden and the students. And that will be when you share everything about the child with the warden, and the necessary information about the child will also be reciprocated to you through the warden only. So you have any concern related to the child's outing, related to the child's well-being, related to the child's any other problems, medical problems, health problem, or her settlement in the hostel, the very first person to contact is the warden. And related to the academic issues, we shall be providing you the number of the coordinators who shall look after the academic part. So any problem related to stay and health, the first person to contact will be the warden. And any problems or anything related to the academics, we shall provide you the number of the coordinators, so they would be the right person to approach to. Now here's another thing you would like to know is about the rules of visiting. The major thing is, after you drop your child over here, then for the first month, the rules of the visiting are like this. We expect, like for first 15 days, you will not be allowed to speak to your child directly, because that is the maximum period. I can see the expressions. First 15 days, we assume that is the maximum period which every child needs for settlement in the hostel. In this 15 days, of course, it will be your concern to know how your child is doing in the hostel. So we shall be providing you the phone numbers of the warden. 15 days is a maximum time. There are children who settle in the very first day. There are children who take a week. There are children who take even more than 15 days sometimes. So 15 days is a maximum time. So during this time, we shall provide you the phone number of the warden, and you can call the warden and find out how the child is doing, whether she is able to make friends, whether she is adjusted or she is not adjusted. So you will not have a direct talk with the child, rather you will find out from the warden. Now while doing so, I must also inform you that wardens are not separate. They are teachers also. So between 8 to 4:30, as ma'am has already told you, they have classes till 4:30. So between 8 to 4:30, your calls will not be attended. If you happen to make a call between this time, you may just drop in a message to the warden that you had to speak to her and your concern regarding what. So after 4:30, you can call up the wardens. Whenever you call, ma'am, we The lunch timings are from 1:30 to 2:30. Your calls may not be attended during this period. Then in the dinner time, it is from 7:40 to 8:30. So during that time also the child would not be around and the calls will not be taken. After that you can make calls and the warden will respond to your queries or your problem, and she will inform you about everything you want to know about your child. In this 15 days time, the children who settle very soon, the warden will make a call for the child. The warden will make a call and you will speak to the child. Now for this, we shall be providing you the identification cards, which we call as visiting cards. This visiting cards will be provided to you in duplicate. We'll be giving you 2 visiting cards, which has to be prepared in duplicate, where the picture of 4 people who are the authorized visitors, out of which 2 should be the mother, father, and 2 local guardians you can put. So these cards, so anybody whose name, signature, phone number, address, and picture is there on the card, only they are the authorized visitors. And the numbers which you give us on that card, only that is the registered number with us, and we shall entertain the calls only from those numbers. If you happen to change your number, you will have to inform the school and the necessary formalities will have to be done. We will not entertain the call from any other number, sir. This is for the security of your children. So from the registered mobile number, you can the warden will make a call on that particular number and you can speak to your child. So this will be during this 15 days. After 15 days, we will make the call. We shall, make turn-wise, like 5 children calling today, 5 children calling the next day. This way it would happen. So first month it goes like this. So first month you are not making the call directly to the child. After the first month, that is from August onward, the general rules which will be applicable are first and third Sunday of every month is a visiting Sunday. So you can come and visit your child on first and third Sunday, for which no prior permission is to be sought. You don't have to tell anyone or seek permission from anyone on these days. A person will be sitting on the parlor with your visiting cards. If your picture is there on the card, you will be allowed to visit the child. But this will be only Saturday. You can come after school, that is 3 o'clock, and take the child for a short leave, or you may take her for a night out and drop her back on Sunday evening. After 6 o'clock, the entry is not permitted on the gate. You can come to visit your child between the office hours only, otherwise there would be a problem for identification. In case if there is any emergency or you're not able to reach on time, which is specified, you will have to inform us, and only after information reaches to the parlor, people will allow you on the parlor. So avoid this kind of a situation. You need to coordinate with the school. Sundays you can drop back, as I said. Either you want to take a night out or you don't want to take a night out, you just want to visit the child on the campus. That is permitted on first and third Sunday. So only to those 4 people whose picture is there on the card. Now sometimes it so happens that somebody whose picture is not there on the card and is, a close relative of yours, and you want that the person should be allowed to meet your ward. Like for example, there would be some parents who already have their people who are studying in the school, and you are a relative and their parents may request you to go and visit their wards. In such a situation, they send us an email that so-and-so person with so-and-so phone number is going to come to visit our child or to take her for a night out. That should be specifically mentioned. This is called an authority letter. This authority letter comes from the parent. So ideally, this authority letter should be handed over by the parents to you. But sometimes there are problems that you are stationed somewhere else and the parents is somewhere else. In such a situation, we might also request the parent to send us a WhatsApp from the registered number which we have to check the authenticity of the email. So we will seek your cooperation in that. If you happen to have such kind of a visiting or meeting, we expect you to follow these rules for visiting and meeting. 2 to 3, it is the lunch time, and if you happen to come to school between 2 to 3, you will not find people in the office, and that may be a waiting period which you would not like to. So whenever you want to visit the school, you just make it during the school hours, and the outings and visitings will not be allowed between 8 to 2:30. It will happen only after the school. Now, this is regarding the visiting. Now, first and third Sundays are also the calling Sundays. Again, I'm reminding, it is only from the month of August, not in the month of April. First and third Sundays are also calling Sundays. It means we shall provide you the hostel cell number, and on first and third Sunday, you can call the child. We will attend to your call. Child will speak to you. So this happens on first and third Saturday. Now, how should the child contact you? So for every child, we have fixed up the calling days. Now, suppose in a hostel there are 40 students staying. So call time days are fixed. Like 10 students calling on Monday, 10 students calling on Tuesday. So the days will be told to you, the timings will be told to you, and on that days, on those timings, you can make a call and child will speak to you. So this is how in 6 times a month, a child is able to speak to you. On birthdays, it is a bonus call. On birthdays, we shall definitely make a call in the morning and ensure that child seeks your blessings. But all the birthdays in the family may not be possible that we make a call. And whenever on the calling day, a child is allowed to talk between 10 to 15 minutes, we will ensure that the call is made only on the numbers which are registered with us. So if you have a problem, or if you sometimes have that my Chacha ji wants to speak now, Dadi ji wants to speak now, and so just ensure that this is the calling day for the child, and on that particular day you manage that they speak to them, because your child is really going to be very busy over here. They have a very strict schedule to follow, and she might not have time. On Sundays when you make calls, it's quite possible that the lines are busy. We request you to be patient, and you can drop in the message if you have anything urgent. So this will be regarding the visiting and calling. I hope it's very clear to everyone. So this is an interactive session. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. I'm here to help you. Anything regarding visiting and calling you want to know, sir? You not missed very much, sir. I shall be giving you a printout also of the rules. This is just to orient you, so that if you have any doubts, you can get the clarification about it. Yes, I shall give you that. Now, this is about the outings. Now, child being in a boarding school, if you have a family function or a wedding or something at home, and you want that the child should be coming home, so let me inform you that only one outing is permitted to the child in one term. The term is, we consider from April till Diwali vacation, and from Diwali to March. So in one term, only one outing is permitted to any child, and you can take a 4-5 days outing on that day. If it is a wedding or so, you will have to send us a request through email along with the scanned copy of a card, wedding card, or any function which you have. After doing that, the first person to contact is, you're going to contact the warden that I had sent a request for leave. Has it been granted? The procedure is that the leaves are received by the principal. We discuss it with her, and she sanctions the leave, and then warden will inform you, yes sir, you can come, the leave is sanctioned. It should not happen that you start your journey from home, and on the way you just send an email, and you just, before the email you come here and say, maine to abhi email kar diya hai. So that would be a little awkward situation. So it has to be granted in advance. So just ensure that you take a prior permission, get the leave sanctioned, and then you come over here. Because you may not know, children have different activities and exams and competitions going on from side to side. So it is necessary that you get it sanctioned beforehand. So this was regarding the outings and vacations. We have two major vacations. That is summer vacation and Diwali vacation. We don't have winter breaks. We don't have any kind of a Dashera or Chhat Puja or that breaks. We only have two vacations. That is summer vacation and Diwali vacation. No leave is to be combined with these vacations. Now, for example, if the school is having a summer vacation from 7th May, for suppose, so you have a wedding or something, or everybody will have an emergency on 1st of May, and you want to take leave that. So no leave will be combined with the major vacations, either this side or that side. So this we have a request. Another thing is, when you we are also providing the pick and drop facility for your children. Now, parents who are from far off places, you can just coordinate with the warden. The dates will be told to you. You can book the flight tickets for that particular date on a specified timing. We shall drop the children to the airport and bring them back on the receiving day. So this can be done. You can coordinate that with the warden. Normal taxi facilities, pick and drop facility is only when the school is giving the vacations. On the normal days, if you're calling the child home, we do not guarantee the pick and drop facility, because it may be you have a wedding at home and you have requested for the leave and you have got that leave sanctioned. So in that case, if you request for a taxi, For your convenience, for your help, we may do it, but it would be very difficult for us to provide escort. So the child will go unescorted, so that only if you consent, we shall do that. Okay? And this is regarding the outing and vacation. I hope this is clear. Any doubt in this? Vacation sabko clear ho gaya hai, sir? All right. Now, regarding the medical. Now, your girls will be staying with us, and definitely you'll be worried about their health. We provide them good exercises, we give them good food, and we hope that they remain in the pink of their health with us. But in case if they are not well, in case they have any kind of, ailment, so minor ailment, we shall not bother you. Agar pet dukh raha hai, sir dukh raha hai, we shall not bother you, because this happens at home also. And as I told you, we are having the trained nurses in the hostel, and we have 24 hours. There are 2 resident doctors on the campus who stay here. We have a clinic. So any kind of a first aid needed, we shall take care of. We shall not bother you. But of course, in case of major injuries, we shall definitely be the first one to inform you. Now let me give example over here. Now for example, a child has fallen down and she's broken her bone. Before taking her for the x-ray, we are not able to tell you कि बच्चा गिर गया है आपका और आप जल्दी से आ जाइए, because that is a panicky situation. So we will first send the child to the doctor. After getting the reports, we shall be the first person to inform you. And thereafter, we shall mutually decide how the further treatment is to be done, whether you want to take the child home or you want the school to take her to the specialist doctor, either in Delhi or in Jaipur. So we shall mutually decide that. Besides this, if you get any kind of a call from the child, see, you're dropping them now, it's not easy for a child to settle here, and most of the time it is not easy for the parents also. Kabhi bacche settle ho jate hain, parents nahi hote hain. They start crying on the phone and disturb the child here also, so it becomes difficult. So initially maybe the child takes adjustment period, and we share the campus with the university. You must be seeing that the university girls, we can't stop from keeping mobile phones, whereas we do not allow our children to keep the mobile phone. So somehow if the child is requesting some university student that Didi mere ghar call kara dijiye, mere to hostel mein bahut bura haal hai, and Didi ne suppose kara diya, though they have penalties. If it comes to our notice, we do not allow that. The child is having a heavy, fine, and also the punishment is there. And from the school, the children are not allowed to keep the phone. So if you receive any kind of such phone, do not panicky. The first person, as I told you, find out from the warden that you received a call from so-and-so number, and what is the situation. She will tell you the true picture. At the same time, we request you also not to make call for any other child besides your ward, even though they request you. Because it is possible that you dropped your child today, tomorrow some other parent is dropping the child and the child wants to speak. So they will request. So do not allow. If you receive such calls, do inform the warden that I got a call from my child from so-and-so number. Because we have the real numbers, we have the registered number, the stranger will not know on what number the child is making calls. So this is for the safety of your daughters. This was regarding the medical, sir. Now, we are responsible for the all-round development of your child. There are several activities which are going on throughout the day. We try to provide the best of these activities to the children, to develop different kind of a leadership, to develop different kind of a, physical development among them. So we have, competitions in the hostel. There may be hostel parties. There may be other activities. So the child has to take part in that. Now I invite Ma'am Priyanka. She will brief you about the different sports activities which we have in the school for the development of your child. Thank you. I shall provide you the printout. In case if you have doubt, you can just clear that from warden.
Thank you, ma'am. Namaskar, everyone. I would like to brief you on co-curricular activities, which we consider as an integral part of the school life. These activities develop qualities of leadership besides improving emotional and social skills. These activities are held not only in English and Hindi, but also in Sanskrit, Japanese, French, and Spanish. These activities build confidence and self-belief, enabling them to compete at inter-school, district, and national level events. International Award for Young People It is the Duke of Edinburgh's International Award, or International Award for Young People, as it is known in India. It is world's leading achievement award for young people. It is voluntary and non-competitive, and any young person aged between 14 to 24 can participate in this. Uh, I take pride in announcing that our school is now an authorized YES Center, that is Youth Engaging Society, or wherein anybody can participate in this award. And in this, they have to pursue three activities, that is skill, physical recreation, and social service. And there are 3 levels to this award, that is bronze, silver, and gold. We follow some IAYP projects also, and these projects follow some IAYP projects like social service projects. We have recently adopted Bal Seva Sadan, which is just opposite to our school. That is a school which works on donation. Our girls, they go there regularly to teach students to donate some things, and our concern now is to uplift those underprivileged students. Model United Nation, it is simply a replica of United Nations, wherein students, they role play delegates and they make some committees and they solve some problems, solve some universal problems. MUNs cultivate life skills such as research and negotiations, thinking and presenting arguments, cooperation and collaboration. Our girls have been participating in various MUNs both at national and international levels. No doubt, MUN has made or is very, very helpful in developing the personality of our girls. It is developing them socially as well as it is developing their communication skills. I also take pride in announcing that we are also one of the global members of Round Square, and our girls have been participating in various Round Square conferences, both in India as well as abroad. Round Square has also is very helpful in developing the communication as well as interactive skills of our girls. We believe that learning happens at its best when it is mutually exchanged. So our school offers exchange program both for teachers as well as students. In Mody School, we allow our girls to pursue activity of their choice. For that, we have the facility of various clubs. You can see we have social service club, performing arts, chemist, futuristic design club, interact club, debate club, app designing, home science and photography and nature. Every week, we give them 1 hour for this club. And in club time, obviously, they learn and enjoy also. Throughout the year, we engage our girls in various inter-school as well as intra-school activities. We have inter-house activities, and these are the experiences which teach them. We provide our girls a platform to express their emotions as well as their opinions. For this, we have school publications named Pratibha, Vignettes, and the Chattering Manners. Our school believes in aristocracy of service, and I have just told you that our girls every week go out for social service. We strive hard to develop a heart that never hardens. We consider that reading is also one of the most important steps in language learning. So we provide our girls with the DEAR period, that is drop everything and read. We also organize book fairs wherein the girls can select books of their choice. Midterm Expeditions. The midterm expedition is held after the final examinations in March, and the usual destinations include wildlife sanctuaries, forest reserves, lakes and trekking in the mountains, river rafting, and a few places of historical interest. Like, this is the time when our girls are already there they have gone for trekking, and for this they have to carry trekking rucksack as well as a sleeping bag. So whenever you send your child to the school, please ensure that she carries a sleeping bag as well as a rucksack with her. We also lay emphasis on sports because we consider that sports is also very important. Our girls realize their potential on the sports field, so we offer them basketball, football, karate, hockey, horse riding, volleyball, chess, athletics, yoga, gymnastics, badminton, tennis, and daily sports timings are morning they have to go, in summer the timings would be 5:30 a.m. In winters it would be 6:20 a.m. Evening sports timing in summers would be 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. and in winter it would be 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Our girls also participate in various intra-school tournaments, inter-house competitions, and our girls have been participating in state-level tournaments, IPSC, CBSC, and various other invitation tournaments. The category remains under 14, under 17, and under 19. These are the achievements in the last year. Our achievements in the last year for state tournaments, we had sent 15 girls. District tournament, we bagged gold medal, and in district tournament for hockey, we bagged bronze medal. In district tournament in badminton, we bagged silver, and in IPSC tournament in basketball, our girls could bag bronze medal, and in national team, we have given our 40 students. Once again, I take pleasure in announcing this. I take pride in announcing that we also offer scholarship for students. Like if a student has participated one time in SGFI, she would be offered 50,000 scholarship. If she has participated 2 times in SGFI national level, then she would be awarded 60,000 scholarship. And if she has participated in international tournament organized by SGFI, she would be awarded 50,000 as scholarship. So that's all from my side. Thank you. Now I would like to call upon Ms. Rupali Bhattacharya. She would brief you on performing arts. Thank you.
Namaskar, parents. Mody School. Living in the heart of Rajasthan, Mody girls have imbibed the knowledge of tune and rhythm. We believe with music, we will recognize our inner beauty. Music is science, mathematics, foreign language, history, physical education. Actually, music develops insight and demands research. That is why we teach music. We at Mody School provide dance and music as optional subjects also in class 11th and 12th. Like in instrumental, we provide tabla, and in vocal, we provide Hindustani vocal and dance Kathak. Not only do we provide them as subject, but interested students can make a career out of them. We also conducted the examination from Gandharv Mahavidyalaya, Mumbai, and various other national examinations also. And our school is closely associated with Society for Promotion of Indian Classical Music and Culture amongst youth, like SPICMECE. And every April, August, and September, in the month of September, we organize concerts from various national and internationally acclaimed artists. Like last year, we have Sharon Levin from Australia. She is a very famous Odissi dancer. And Mahua Shankarji, she is a very famous Kathak dancer. Students who are talented in the arts are provided with learning aptitude scholarship. Like in SPICMECE, there is a Guru Shishya Parampara introduced by them. They provide an opportunity for the students to learn under the guidance of great artists. Like in this session, our one student from class 11th arts, Sneha Singh, she stays with them for the month of June, the whole 1 month. Pandit Hari Prasad Chaurasia ji, a great flautist, and undergo training for a month in June 2017. And we are soon going to be associated with the famous Trinity College London to start training our girls in Western music also. And during Founders Day celebration, we put up a musical show, and we are also having our annual ballet, annual dance drama also. We are associated with the Rotary Club and frequently participate in their music and dance competitions also. And we are member of the IPSC and frequently take part on Cultural Fest hosted by them. This year, 2018, 17-18, we are going to host the IPSC Music Fest in the month of November. Thank you so much. Now I would like to call upon Ma'am Sujata Bhatt to conclude the session.
Thank you, Rupali. Namaskar once again, parents. We are now about to end the session, so I just need to brief you on the last segment of our presentation. First thing, which I think we should have added in the earlier segment, is that our school very often conducts trips abroad where our students get a chance to participate or simply to go and visit certain conferences, sessions in countries around the world. For this, of course, we want all the children to carry passports with them. So if their passports are not ready, we would request you to either get them renewed or get them made. Because this year we are planning trips to 3 or 4 places. One is, of course, Singapore, where there will be a science congress, which the children are keen to attend. Another MUN, which is already, of course, in progress, is going to be taking place in Dubai. And the children are ready for it. They will be leaving sometime at the end of April. There is a debate academy, which runs a training session for 10 days. This takes place at the end of June and early July. It's a 10-day program. And it is held in Slovenia, which also includes trips to Venice and Vienna. So that is part of the entire package. One trip is being planned for King's College London, where there is a mission discovery program every year, and our children would be attending that as well. So if your child is interested in attending and participating in any of these global programs, please do meet the concerned people and get more details. The first, of course, prerequisite is that the passport should be ready. As I said, now I'll come to the last segment. All of you would be handed over this student's book of code and ethics. This is a very important piece of document which all parents would be carrying. And it, of course, we believe that discipline is at the core of our system. Without discipline, nothing functions. Everything falls apart. So there are some things which, besides all the things that the other, my colleagues told you, this is one very important factor. The conduct of the students, of course, rests on all of us. In a boarding school, we are their parents. We have to take care of the fact that they bear a good, strong moral character. And when they step out of the gates of our school, they are proud members of Mody School. And everyone should recognize them as such. So for that, of course, they are coming from you. You have always, I'm sure, you have instilled some great character traits in them. We are simply here to polish them further. They become models of good behavior, both inside and outside the campus. There are some items which are unauthorized, which the child must not carry and must not possess, at least and as long as she is here on the campus. This is very important. We are going cashless from the present session, so no money should be kept by the child. She doesn't need it at all. They are not allowed to keep credit or debit cards. Expensive items, jewelry, gold, silver, diamond, please refrain from giving these to the child, except for ordinary studs which she can wear or ordinary gold rings which she can wear in the ears. Please refrain from any other expensive jewelry item. Cell phones, tablets are not allowed, not permitted. SIMs, of course, are prohibited. They are not supposed to keep these things. If they are found, then suitable exemplary action would be taken. You can see that there are a lot of items there. All these items and many others are also mentioned in the book which you will be given. So this is just a very brief, that is, I'm giving you a summary of what you will already find in the book. Regular searches will be carried out by the wardens and by other personnel of the hostel. The child should not feel insulted or in any way affronted that such a thing has happened. It is just part of normal boarding school. Substance abuse, we have zero tolerance policy for any unauthorized substance which the child is found with. You can see that there are a number of things here, and as I said, zero tolerance means exactly that. The child is liable to be suspended or expelled if she carries anything, alcohol or any other toxic item which he's not supposed to. We are a safe school. We provide them with maximum security. The child should not feel threatened in any way. We are very, very sure on that. We are certain that there is no bullying happening in the hostels, on the campus, anywhere else. If there is any such thing which your child feels is happening to her, she must come to a person of authority, must bring it to the notice of the warden or any other teacher who she feels. If she feels that there is somebody senior to her or her own classmate or hostel mate who is making some kind of gestures or some kind of behavior which is objectionable, we will take suitable and quick action to make sure that it is not repeated. This is the last page of the book of Code and Ethics, which will be given to all of you. You will have to sign this and then return it. Sign it only after you have read it, because there are a lot of things there which, of course, time forbids us from mentioning. So we have just given you a very brief outline of it. It is very, very documented, very detailed, and please read it, please go through it, and then only then make the child sign it and you sign it, and keep one copy for yourself and one to be given to the warden. And at the end, I don't want to leave you on this note, a very strident note. The last thing, of course, is that this is what Mody School is all about. All that matters is the smile on their faces, and this is what we will ensure will take place. Thank you very much for attending this special session with us. If you have any other queries, any other doubts, please feel free to come to any of us for further details, further information. We are at your service. Thank you very much, parents. No, lunch happens. If any of you planning to leave your ward today in the hostels, you may do that because the hostels are ready. You can keep the luggage. You can see, of course, female relatives, mothers, aunts, sisters only would be allowed to go inside the hostels. Male members, I'm afraid, are not allowed to go. So you can go and see where your child is going to stay. You can see her accommodation and settle her in if you want. Otherwise, our lunch starts in the dining hall from 1:30, and you are most welcome to buy a coupon and join us for lunch. 1:30 to 2:30. Please don't make it after 2:30. Only after 2:30, you can only go to the cafeterias. 1:30 to 2:30 is the dining hall timings. So you may go there. Of course, it depends on how soon you can get over the formalities of the hostel accommodation. Thank you.